Hello, everyone. My name is Louis Scicli, and I want to welcome you to the show. Our show will cover local news, local events, and politics. Please look for news shows every week on our website and Facebook page. We want to thank everyone for your ongoing support, and we hope you enjoy the show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We're back today, and I'm with Shawn Phillips back with us today. Good morning, Shawn.
Good morning, everyone.
So we prepared a little bit of stuff to go over with everyone today on this podcast. We got a lot of stuff we could talk about, but we try to keep everything under 30 minutes. So Shawn's prepared for it as usual.
Sort of.
He's got sort of. So he's got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's start off doing what we always do: cover the local news, events, and stuff like that. We got one kind of a major topic to talk about. Not really major, but
it's been talked about a lot. So
about a lot.
Put our 2 cents in.
Yes, absolutely. So go ahead, Shawn.
So weather today is going to be around 50 degrees. It's going to be pretty much cool and breezy today. Yesterday was actually beautiful for Thanksgiving.
It was.
So this is the day after Thanksgiving, and I don't know about you, but I'm still kind of stuffed. Breakfast this morning, and I'm double stuffed.
We met a little early this morning, so I said to Shawn, since it's a little early, you want to meet for breakfast? He said, sure. So we went ahead and had breakfast. I kept it light because I knew we were getting ready to do this podcast. Yeah. So I had some eggs and some tomatoes and some toast, and that was it. Yep. What did you have? I forgot what you got.
Scrambled eggs with cheese, English muffin, 2 big sausage patties.
That'll do it.
Potatoes. Yeah, I am double stuffed like an Oreo cookie.
A food coma.
Yeah.
We got to get that mic towards your mouth more. It's just like I start talking, it's just like this.
From my food.
That's right. All right, so what do we got?
So let's see. We're going to be talking about lies and other stuff in a little bit, but a lot of lies come from people's opinions and trying to set a narrative. And, when I do the weather, I could do it this way. Like today could be pouring down rain, so it's going to be rainy and 33 degrees. And if I'm trying to set a storyline or a narrative that it's a beautiful day and try to get everybody to get outside in spite of the rain and the 33-degree weather, I might say, it's a gorgeous day. You ought to get outside and do something today.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you put a spin on it.
Put a spin on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to stop right there. That's kind of a little teaser lead into.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I know where you're going with that, and that's a good point you just made because, yeah, we'll hit on that.
Yep. So it's after Thanksgiving. We got a lot of Christmas stuff going on. I know traditionally my family goes out and looks at lights at least once during this season, and so I want to just mention the Elks Home is probably one of the bigger light events that occur. And if you haven't been out to the Elks Home in Bedford, make a trip out there because it's just neat to see.
It is. We went last year.
Yeah.
Actually, we've went a few years.
Couple years now.
Couple years in a row.
Yep. And then we'll drive around different neighborhoods. There's Rustburg. If you go to the elementary school, there's usually a really nice house right there that sits. Some of the English Tavern Road area I know has some really neat light shows where you dial your radio in to a certain frequency, and it gives you the music, and the lights on the house dance according to the music.
Oh,
so
no kidding.
Get out and look at the Christmas lights. I know I'll be putting up lights this weekend and probably for the next couple of days until I get it done. In addition, Riverside Park, they've recently, in the recent years, put up lights so that you can drive through, and that's actually one of the events that I'm going to talk about, and I'll go ahead and mention that. December 10th, they have a
Are we planning, I didn't mean to cut you off, but are
Sure.
we planning on doing, which one are we going to do us together? Are we going to do one of them this year? All of them?
All of it.
You want to do, where's the Riverside Park one at? I know where
you just go up Rivermont Avenue.
Okay.
And then when you get to, what's that big building?
Anyway, it's on the right.
It's on the right.
I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's
I've
the
never been to that park.
2200 block, and I know that because I used to live in a house right in front of the park.
No kidding. Is it down by the college? By Randolph College?
It's before you get to Randolph College.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So they've
totally forgot
got
about that
lights
place.
up in Riverside Park, and December 10th they have a celebration of lights carriage ride at $6, and it runs from I think it's 5:30 till 10 p.m. or something like that. But you can look it up on that webpage that we keep giving you guys, lynchburgvirginia.org/events. There's also a lot of other holiday stuff going on. Don't forget, for small businesses, they have Small Business Sunday. So, they have Black Friday where everybody spends money everywhere. And Small Business Sunday is specifically to get people out in the community spending money in small businesses because they need our support. So
we support them. I know that.
Yep. So there's
as much money as we spend around town at these places. We do our job.
Yep.
We do our part.
Yep. So remember those small businesses that aren't connected to the chains, the store chains like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS. Find some of those smaller stores, privately owned by individuals here in town, and patronize them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
So holiday candlelight tours at Poplar Forest. There's a lot of music going on. I can't mention all of them, but you can just look out for those. Saturday, sports-wise, Liberty has, I think it's their final game of the normal season with Army that they're going against. They unfortunately got their rear ends kicked last week.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's not good.
You didn't even stay the whole game. You said I couldn't even stay.
I was cold. At least that's what my excuse was.
You just not want to have to witness the brutal beating.
It was terrible.
What was the score when you left? What was the score? I was just curious.
42-14.
Yeah, I probably would have left too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you want to be a big supporter, but when it's freezing cold outside and you're getting your butts like just really kicked. And
I'm a huge LU fan.
Yeah,
but
you are.
The Cajuns came in and they.
If you left early because of that, it had to be a really bad beating.
Right. So yeah. But plan on being at the game Saturday. That's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And so hopefully they'll end the season well with that game.
Yeah. We never made a hockey game we were supposed to do.
I was actually, they did have some fall games, but they do have some games in January, February once they come back from Christmas break.
We got to definitely do some hockey games.
Yep. So, Jesus is the reason for the season, so they're celebrating that. I also want to mention that Liberty has their lights up. It's always nice to drive through their campus, and you can make just a little circuit through, and they have all their lights up, and it's really pretty.
I've never done that either.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
I didn't know that Liberty did it that way either.
Yeah, they wrap their trees up and put.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
We ought to make like a day. It doesn't take long to drive through them. Just do a day and go hit
just
three.
Drive.
Yeah, just drive them, check them out,
and then go eat somewhere.
Yeah,
or two places.
That's right.
Farmers markets, of course, are still going on. Don't forget those. I did want to mention, and we still haven't gone down there, but the Lynchburg Museum. I was actually looking at their webpage. And everything, you can go in there. It's free.
Free. It wasn't free when I went.
It's actually, unless I misread something, it looks like it's free all the time. And
we got to check on that because when I went, there was a fee.
Maybe they switched it. I don't work too far from there, and I could actually take my lunch break. And I've actually thought about that, taking my lunch break and just going down there and hitting little parts of it. I don't think I could probably see it all in an hour, but
it's a lot in that building. You're talking about the building, the
building downtown, the old
yeah. I took some pictures when I went down there. My friend that visited me from Florida, and they have a cool staircase, like a wooden staircase going from the top floor down a section. It was pretty cool. And remember when I was telling you about I seen that EC Glass used to be a POW camp,
right?
The school. That's where I seen it. There was a big poster on the wall and explained it, and it was pretty cool. I never knew that before I went down there. Yeah. I grew up in Lynchburg, lived in Lynchburg pretty much my whole life.
So we're going to have to do that.
Yeah, we will.
We'll have to definitely do that. So I want to mention one last thing because I have people that I know that work down here, and I've been there, and I love the place. Amazement Square, December 11th. It's a Saturday. They are going to have what they're calling a Children's Holiday Festival from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. The Kiwanis will be providing breakfast. They'll be having distant photos due to COVID with Santa. So it'll be like one of those distant hugs. Hey, Santa.
Next room. and then they put the pictures together. We'll take a picture of Santa. Yeah, okay, go to the other room. We'll take it. And then they merge them together, Photoshop them.
Yep. So Amazement Square train, and then coffee and hot chocolate bar and other activities.
Santa's not even in the building when you take a picture with him.
So, yeah, we'll
he's
Photoshop
like,
him.
Smile. Who do you want to take a picture with today?
So,
That's going to be the future, sadly.
Yeah. So, and there's a new. Anyway, I didn't want to go COVID anyway.
Me neither, but killing me.
So, if you want to get things done, just come up with another COVID variant.
We tried to avoid conversations that are going to get us phone calls later, but I think we've passed that already. And we got another list of phone calls coming in.
I know.
I'm going to give your phone number out from now.
I know people who have passed away from.
Oh,
COVID,
I know.
So it is serious.
Yeah.
And it's just it is serious.
It is serious.
There's no other way to take it, and sometimes you got to laugh about some of the stuff. But.
Not about that part. I mean, we're not laughing about the people that have passed away because of COVID. It's just this whole mask thing. We can go on forever about the mask thing, but we won't. Yep. We won't bum everybody out today.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
So you wanted to move to this main subject, and we want to give plenty of time for looking at this. This
is the big one,
and everybody's been talking about it. So Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was a very articulate individual, except when he was on the stand crying.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, I felt bad for the kid because I already seen the video, and I'm not going to go on any tangents today. I've told myself to not go on any tangents, but it really does make me upset that so many people jumped on that bandwagon of accusing him and finding him guilty before anything was even brought up in court, any evidence. And that's the kind of stuff that drives me mad because that's what's wrong with the people. Everybody, and I'm going to point it out. I'm not going to hold any punches, but I'm not going to get on a tangent either. Start looking at the evidence and doing the research and checking before you make a decision. It drives me mad when someone just I've had people come into my store, as I mentioned on one of the podcasts. I hope that guy gets life. I said, but he's on trial. You don't even know what's going on. Oh, no, he's a racist and this and that, and he did this, and he's a KKK leader or whatever they tried to say about him. And shame on them people, man. Shame on you. And if you're like that, I don't give a crap. I almost said it. I don't care crap about you because I don't want to be around people like that. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt and let the court find out if the kid's innocent or guilty with the evidence. Not because the media, and I'll let you take over before I start getting really.
No, you're good.
No, I was starting to go there, and I don't want to go there today.
Well, and
today's
it
my
really
peaceful
is
day.
Research.
And if you don't do the research, don't comment on it because you don't know what the crap you're talking about.
Right.
Period.
You need to look at things in context. We have a bad habit of taking a 5-second or 10-second, maybe even a 30-second video. And people look at it, but they look at it out of context.
And you're not even seeing the whole video anyway. Because I'm going to tell you right now, with the media, you're only seeing what they want you to see. If you really seen the whole video, then maybe you could make an educated guess on whether or not that person may or may not be guilty at something. But you're never going to see the whole video. Just like on this case, you didn't see the whole video. You see little snippets of it.
Right.
And how did they go, and I know you're going to talk about it, but how did they go from this guy shooting black people, right?
Right.
And that's the way it started?
Well, that's the way they tried to push it.
How? There's a video showing they're not black people, they're white people. It don't matter about the color. Let me make this straight real quick. And let me tell you, don't ever say I'm racist because I got more black friends than I got white friends. Okay? So don't anybody ever tell me I'm racist. Ex-wife was from another country. I'm not. I'm all about, everybody's got red blood. Good and bad people everywhere. It don't matter what color you are. There's good people and there's bad people no matter what color you are. So don't go there with me ever, please. But the second thing I was going to say is, am I going to
No, you're good. I'm agreeing with you.
The media is a piece of crap. All of these medias that do that are crap. Go ahead, Shawn.
Yeah, and same. It's hard to hear people say, trying to push a narrative that white men, and here we are, white men talking about this, but white men being racist and being privileged and being this, I'm a single earner income family, and the first 20 years of our marriage, we struggled through it. We We were broke most of the time. We didn't go places because we couldn't afford it. And we actually had a few friends that we lost because we couldn't do anything when they wanted to do stuff. It was kind of crazy. But that's the way it was.
Yeah.
And I, Modern Family, that comedy, that's on ABC.
Yeah.
My family represents that. Totally.
Yeah.
And I love my family. And Louis and I love people.
I'm starting to love a lot less people, to be honest with you.
It doesn't matter.
I really am. I told someone yesterday, I don't mean to cut you off, but this guy was saying something to me in a meeting. And I told him, I said, you know what? I'm starting to dislike people, and I don't want to be that way, but I'm starting to really not like people anymore because I see what's going on around me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to have great friends, best friends and friends that I do hang out with, but I trust them, and I trust that their loyalty's there. They're going to always do the right thing because that's why they're my friends. But there's a lot of people, honestly, I'm starting to dislike people, and I don't know if that's good or not.
No, we don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to. I can tell you there's a lot. I could point out lots of them now that I find out there that I would have never thought they were like that I don't want to hang out with or be with or talk to. It's slowly, I don't know.
Right. So,
sorry.
So yeah.
Again,
so we precede
I apologize
all
a lot
that
on
we
this.
talk about today with that. We really do love people.
Some of
matter
them.
doesn't matter their color and doesn't matter their.
I don't care about the color.
beliefs. It doesn't even matter their sexual preference. Your first job as a human is to love people.
I'm not going to love a devil worshiper. I can tell you that. I don't care.
We love them too.
No, I don't. I know I don't.
So, all right, we disagree on something. Finally, so we're specifically talking about Rittenhouse, and we just want to encourage people research, look at things in context, check out different media for information, and kind of strike a balance if you can to make sure that you're listening to all of it. Remember, those people who are out there, and this is really where we want to go, specifically journalists, being professional, they should be held to a higher standard. And boy, did they fail on this.
Big time fail.
This is an article from the New York Post. I want to give props to the people who wrote this. This was from Miranda Devine, if I'm saying that last name correctly. It's an article titled 10 Heinous Lies About Kyle Rittenhouse Debunked. So the first one, and I'm just going to roll through them real fast.
Yeah.
He killed 2 black BLM protesters. Absolutely wrong. So
wrong? That's not even in the ballpark, man. First off, you got the color wrong.
All 3 of the men he shot
and these, in
self-defense were white.
Yes.
So, all right.
How do you get that wrong?
You can't.
No, that's what's sick. It's stupid.
Yeah, all right. The second one, he crossed state lines. No, he didn't. I mean, he lived in Kenosha with his dad, and he lived over in Illinois with his mom. So he resided in dual locations. So Kenosha was his home. So let's see. Rittenhouse took an AR-15 across state lines. First off, it's not illegal to take guns across state lines in most cases. Check your local and state
that's what
laws.
again research before you say it.
But in this case, it was not across state lines. AR-15 was located in Kenosha, so it was his, and he had it there in Kenosha. The gun was illegal. Again, wrong. Under Wisconsin law, he was entitled to possess an AR-15, and I'm quoting this as a 17-year-old. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, Rittenhouse's mother drove him across state lines to the riot. Okay, so Wendy says she never went to Kenosha. All right, so Kyle had already gone to his job in Kenosha when she woke up. And those are quotes that I'm quoting out of the article. Number 6, he was an active shooter who took his gun to a riot looking for trouble. Of course, we know now that he was not. He had the gun as protection because there were people doing violent things, and he was concerned about that. But his primary goal was to go around and help people. He was also a aspiring EMT. Number 7.
There wants to be a nurse.
Yeah.
I mean,
help people.
I wish there were more of you out there that did a quarter of what this guy's trying to do with his life.
Yeah.
and I'm not going to bash on a bunch of people, but you're the ones that are actually out saying, give him life. He deserves life. He shot people. He was out there killing people. Do your research, people.
Yep. Number 7, Rittenhouse is a white supremacist, as then candidate Joe Biden labeled him in a tweet showing the teenager's photograph.
Yeah, you know what? He needs to man up and apologize that you were wrong, that you did just like the rest of a bunch of uneducated. I won't go there.
I mean, it was Biden who stated about Obama.
He needs a wise up and say, you know what? I made a mistake. But he'll never do that.
Yeah. It was Biden who mentioned about Obama.
Oh,
He's
really?
one of the first articulate black men I've ever seen.
Oh.
And I'm not quoting, that's paraphrased, but that's basically what he said. I mean, that was just terrible to say.
Well, again, that's Biden. I mean.
So number 8, he flashed white power signs with Proud Boys.
Who said that? Which
I'm
stupid
not sure. She
news?
doesn't say who says that, but
Yeah.
Again, and these are all lies that were told by journalists, professionals who are supposed to report news. And the problem we have, and what we're trying to get to, is journalists out there, and we're just two guys that we
tell you the truth.
We have our opinions. But if you're going to talk about things, especially as a professional journalist, tell the truth. Don't try to spin a narrative.
No.
Tell the truth.
No, but you know what they think? That's what sells.
Right.
You spin it, and that's what's going to bring everybody's attention to it. And, I'm going to be known for this because I came out with it. Well, if it's a lie, you should be fired, first off. You should be fined, and you should be sued. Because I hope to God, this kid, sues the crap out of all of you. Every last one of you that came up with all these lies about him for your own agenda and really bashed his character, because there's got to be some lawsuits in there that are going to stick on this for this kid to be able to get some money out of it. I would sue them for so much money. These news reporters would never be able, they'd have to hand out tickets or popcorn or something for the rest of their life, because I would garnish their wages, every last penny they made, to pay this kid off for doing what they did. Yep. It's ridiculous, man. They tried to ruin this kid's life. Not only put him in prison for the rest of his life, but really ruined his life anyway.
And to push a narrative that, the only people who can be out there protesting, and it wasn't a protest, again.
No,
the people who were out there protesting were rioting.
Yeah.
And rioting should be shut down. They were destroying property, burning cars, flipping cars, breaking windows, breaking into private businesses, and that stuff is that's
I thought of a great idea what they should do. These people go to court. The judge finds these people guilty for misleading everybody. Give them so many hours of community service where they have to walk around with a sign on them.
Kick me in the rear.
That's part of it. Slap me down. No, but how much sign? I was wrong. I apologize. I'll never do it again. It just humiliate them like they did the kid. Just humiliate the crap out of them.
They should be blackballed. They should not be able to stay in their position
as
journalists.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing my job and making
I wouldn't even let him. I would say you're not even allowed to do a podcast. You're not allowed on social media at all. Banned from social media for life. You can't even do a podcast. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I would humiliate them. I would make it part of the settlement that they would have to wear a sign and walk around with it for like 2,000 hours or something.
Yeah.
And then that would
something humiliating.
See how they like it. Yeah. Humiliating. Yeah. Like I'm a liar. I'm a liar, and I lie just for my own benefit. I'm a liar and trying to ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
That's what they need to put on it.
Number 9, he wore surgical gloves to cover his fingerprints. Of course, that's incorrect. He was an aspiring EMT, so he had gloves on for first aid when he was going around giving first aid to protesters and rioters.
These people make me want to throw up.
Let's see. Number 10 says Judge Bruce Schroeder is a Trumpy racist biased toward the defense. And that is a lie as well. So thank you, Miranda Devine, for this article. And everybody else, do your research. Stop giving NBC, ABC, MSNBC, and I'll even throw Fox in there. I mean, I'm a Fox person when it comes to news. But if they're just trying to get a narrative, if they're just throwing out lies, then wise up.
You need to wise up.
And if you can't get firsthand accounts, of course, that's where you get your best information from. Then, just be very careful where you're getting your information from.
I would go as far as saying, don't even get your information from the media, because none of the information on the media is true. Yeah. They're going to spin it as much as they can. And I was telling Shawn earlier about the lying thing, and some of these media guys will tell you a little bit of the truth. But when I was in the police department, they told us in the academy, half the truth is still a lie. And it is. Half the truth is still a lie.
Or withholding information.
Same thing. That's what they said. They told us that, and it stuck in my mind, and they're right. You can't just tell a little bit of the truth and leave out the rest of it, because it's still a lie. And these guys are pros at it, these media people. They come up with some off-the-wall thing. And here's what kills me, is a lot of the public, not all of the public, some of us do our own research, a lot of public fall right in line with it. They're like, oh, if they said it, it must be true. And then they jump on that bandwagon. And then now they're just as bad as the media. And then when it's all over and the truth really comes out and the kid is found not guilty, they just don't say anything anymore. They won't bring it up anymore because they feel ashamed and stupid. And you should. You should feel ashamed and stupid, because you were, by just jumping on the bandwagon. Yep. I always got to look at Shawn's eyes when I'm talking. He always gives that look when I start get. It lets me know to calm down. But honestly, do your research and stop the bull crap and jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I need donations for a shot collar to wrap around Lewis's leg, and I can just hit him with it when he gets out of line.
Yeah, and I noticed. But I'm right though, because honestly, don't just jump on the bandwagon anymore, people. Whoever listens to this, do your own research. Don't be as stupid as the media. Don't be stupid like them. Be smarter. And the way to be smarter, don't comment on something in a negative way, or even maybe in a positive way if you don't know the whole facts. Wait till the facts come out before you make a decision. Yeah. I'm not saying automatically say, oh, he's innocent. No, don't automatically say he's guilty either. Do your research before you do that, and stop being like the media, because you're falling right in line with them when you jump on their bandwagon.
We just had 4 years with President Trump, whether you liked him or whether you didn't. There were 4 years of him being attacked with the Russia collusion, the Russia dossier thing, and now that has finally been debunked. Yeah. You may not have heard it, because not all of the media outlets are reporting or saying, hey, we were wrong. We reported for 4 years that Russia and Trump colluded, when it was actually proven now by a study.
But let me ask the people that are listening. How many of you all jumped on that bandwagon too? Mm-hmm. Right from the beginning. Oh, Trump did this, Trump did that. He didn't. So now what? Now are you just as bad as the people that tried to say he did it? Yes, because you didn't do your research. Right. I, on the other hand, said, you know what? I don't know what's going on, because I didn't know what's going on. But I always say, I'll know the truth's going to come out sooner or later, and then I'll figure it out, and that's what I did. I didn't jump on the bandwagon. Right. I assumed that it wasn't true just because they've tried it so many times, and you automatically know what they're going after. But I never came out and told everybody, oh, no, he's innocent. But I waited, and when I started to hear what's going on, that's, oh, okay, makes sense now. But there's so many of the other people out there that just jumped on that same thing and assumed.
And don't just believe anything you say about our current president. I'm not preferable to Biden, but the lie that's actually Obama dressed up in a Biden costume and he died 4 years ago, don't believe it. It's a lie.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so another thing I was going to say, for all the people out there that or these people that just automatically think guilty right from the beginning, God help me if I get in trouble and I need a jury trial, because I won't trust anybody on any jury if those people are on that jury. You're automatically assuming people are guilty before they even hear the evidence. So you shouldn't even be allowed to be on a jury. I think they ought to interview you and say, what did you think about this case? What did you think about that case from the beginning? And really figure out if you're that kind of person. Because you may be one of those people that no matter what, automatically think that whatever you hear right from the beginning, that's the truth. And you shouldn't be on a jury trial, because you're messing with people's lives. Right. And it's not fair to the people.
That's a very serious job. You're holding
Very serious.
the life of a person in your hand.
But some of the people on these jury trials, they shouldn't be on. They shouldn't be on any jury. Half of them don't know what's going on in the world or with themselves.
Innocent until proven guilty.
It's supposed to be. No, it's now guilty until proven innocent, and that's the way it seems.
Yeah, we cannot go in that direction.
Shouldn't have never went in that direction anyway. That's not what it was set up for. It was supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. Not anymore.
Yeah, the onus is on the prosecution, and the prosecution in this case failed miserably because they were just
and that's another thing.
Lies.
The prosecution, if you start hammering away at things that you absolutely know are not true to try to prove your case and make a name for yourself, you need to be behind bars. You need to go to jail. You need to be fined and disbarred. Because this, from what I've researched and seen, these prosecutors were just as bad as they were worse than everybody, even the media.
Bought into the lies themselves, actually. I think some of the truth, when it came out, they actually were shocked and surprised. Like, really? Was that true?
Well, they don't do any research, and they're prosecutors?
That's what it looked like.
What do they do? Just take notes from people, from pigeons, dropping the notes off to them and reading them, and then go and present their case?
They were watching all the news outlets and taking
notes.
I
get maybe that's where they get it from.
All they did.
For as much money as they make, they ought to do their own research, I would think. But But no, you can't do that. They only make $300,000 or $400,000 a year, probably more than that on cases like that. And they don't even do their own research.
Right.
Shame on them. Shame on them. So I could say some other things.
It's not true that Hillary's dead either. Somebody told me Hillary died. Said you hadn't seen her in the media, and so anyway,
we've seen someone that looked like they were dead.
Just like you're going to show pictures of Biden. It's like, oh.
I was going to. So I was like, I don't know. I had some pictures I was pulling up to show everybody.
I've already had breakfast. I don't want to.
Oh, but these, honestly, it's like Weekend at Bernie's with this guy. I think they just have little strings attached to him when he's out in public.
Don't believe it. Do your research.
Oh, they'll never say that. People, oh no, that's not. No, Biden's still alive. He looks great. He looks like a 20-year-old now.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Make yourself believe that. What's that about? What smells?
Biden.
Oh, my God. Look, we're at 32 minutes already. That time flew by because...
but we got it all in.
We got it in. I didn't go off any tangents. I got a little hyped up there toward the end, but I'm good now. I feel better. I've told everybody, stop doing what I told you. Do your research before you start blaming people and trying to put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
So we're going to move back to the positive lane.
Yeah, let's go for positive. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So
I'll
thank
bite my
you to
tongue
all
the
of
rest
our
of the
sheriffs and policemen out there, and our military and our weekend warriors. I don't know if they like being called that or not, but the reservists. We love you guys. Military,
everybody.
Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, Space Force. All you guys, we love you, and EMTs out there, nurses and doctors, all y'all doing the service.
First responders, all of them.
Yep, we love you guys, and even all you all who have been out there at the grind, just working, and you haven't stepped away from your jobs, and you've just worked through all the yuck COVID crap through the last 2 years and all that. Kudos to all you guys that are out working, all you ladies. And
that are working. Then they're sitting home, not trying to get a job. But we won't go back to the negative side.
Farmers markets, go out and spend some money at your farmers markets. Your businesses for Small Business Sunday. Go outside and enjoy the weather. The sun is out and the leaves are changing. Just enjoy your family, enjoy life.
And I do got one thing to say, and it's positive. Kind of. Thanks to all the people that work in the restaurant industry, waiters, waitresses, cooks, that actually want to work, that are out there.
Up with some stuff, I tell you what.
Oh my God, man! Most people don't. I couldn't wait on people. I can tell you that right now. I tried it. I lasted 2 days, for my father even, and I think he was going to fire me because I can't take anybody saying anything smart to me. And it happened like the first day. And I told him, I don't know if this is for me. So I can't personally wait on tables because I take things, little snippets and stuff. Personally, I take it. But the waiters and waitresses, I see them out there working, and they're going to work every day and with a smile on their face, and tip them well. Yep. That's all I can say. If you got good service, it's a nice restaurant, tip them well. I see so many people trying to skimp on giving out a tip. Man, it seems like we're in the middle of our twister out there outside. We got a truck going by with this pipes going, and
Yeah.
I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. So tip these people. I always try to give them even more than what, the normal tip is, because they deserve it.
Yeah.
At least they're getting up in the morning, getting ready for work and going to work, and they're not waiting for a check to come every week to spend sitting at home every day.
Serving people is a difficult job.
Most definitely. I said I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Because Louis doesn't like people.
I'm starting to not like people. I really am. I'm going to be a hermit probably soon. You have to just come to the house from now on. I don't even know if I'm going to go out in public after a while. Either I'm going to move to somewhere out in the middle of nowhere with a big barbed wire fence around my property.
I hear Montana's got plenty of land.
I'm telling you. Might have to go check it out. All right, so everybody, we did, I think I did pretty good today.
You did.
So everyone, thank you for tuning in, listening, and please share our podcast to everybody. Trying to grow it. The Lynchburg Treasure Hunt. I do drop something in there for the Lynchburg Treasure Hunt. We're going to try to do one December 1st started. I do got a few sponsors this time, which is good. It's going to absorb some of the costs. I don't have as many as I thought I needed, which I need more to make it worthwhile. But I'm going to probably start one December 1st. So everybody keep watching these videos, looking for clues, listening for clues, I should say. And we'll post it on the Lynchburg Treasure Hunt group when that time comes. December 1st, I think I'll try to launch it.
And just a teaser for the next podcast. For all you pot smokers that we were talking about in the last one, we're going to return to you for maybe 5 minutes in the next podcast. So
I was keeping it positive.
You've been warned.
Oh, Lord. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening in, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Thanks.